Hello, 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 my gorgeous Pisces friends. Welcome to your 2024 forecast by me, Katerina Barrie. I want to welcome you to the stream. I'm very excited to see you. If you're seeing this video on replay on Facebook, welcome. If you're seeing this video on some other platform, feel free to give me a follow on my profile on Facebook. This is where I like to stream these types of videos. So we're going to get started here momentarily. Pisces, the green in your honor, the color of the water element. I'm very excited to welcome you to your forecast. A couple things that I like to cover as we get started with these readings is that I do not practice nor believe in fortune telling. I do think that the concept of someone knowing your future for you, reading your entire future for you, is very disrespectful to the concepts such as free will and even the fact that we are here to grow and evolve and change. And so my readings, they're always centered around the present moment, the time that you're hearing the reading, the time that you're receiving it, right? For me, the time that I'm recording it. And I channel messages that are allowing us to take a different perspective, to shift our perspective in regards to our past, to allow ourselves to learn lessons on a deeper level, to understand the undercurrents, to grow wiser and to advance on our path by releasing and forgiving and letting go that which no longer serves us. And also when it comes to the future, I like to offer a perspective of how things are progressing, what is where are things headed, right? What is in the works for you and where is it geared towards? Because everything in life has direction. Nothing is accidental. Everything is subject to the great law of cause and effect. So nothing is accidental. Things don't just happen. Things have reasons. And so when we look at our life and where we are presently and where our life is headed according to everything that is now and that is being put into works, we have a pretty clear view of the progression, right? That's an effect. So, but we are intelligent beings. We are ever capable of evolution. We're ever capable of changing, becoming better, and advancing, right? So nothing is set in stone. You know, you can look at where things are headed and you can make a different choice or a series of choices. Sometimes we're stuck in a little bit of a pattern and it takes some effort to break free from it because we're automatically doing something, whether it's good for us or not. So we have this free will, but it's how we use it, how we apply it, that really sets us apart from a person who is just responding to life without ever taking ownership of how they're also creating their life. Okay, with this, Pisces, we're gonna get started. Final note, there is a way to work with me in 2024 for an entire year. It's a very supported way. It's a very exciting way to work with me as your psychic advisor. Okay, I'm very excited to share this opportunity with you. It is linked somewhere around this video and or in the description of it, and I will be talking a little bit more about it towards the end of this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I'm very excited. Let's dive in. We're going to start with the tarot cards. Now, you guys, I like to give a little bit of a background on my practice. So I've been a professional psychic for about 5 years, which means I've been practicing conducting readings for people. I'm sorry, my cards are a little scattered, so I'm just collecting them here. I've been practicing the mastery of reading tarot for nearly a decade. Tarot is my leading modality. It is an entire language, if you ask me. Each card offers a message, a chapter in the storyline that the cards together form. And when we look at that storyline, when we look at the separate messages, we can see this kind of silver lining, this strand of wisdom that offers us an opportunity to grab onto it and to let it show us what can we learn, what can we integrate, what can we adjust. So I love working with tarot. It is my absolute favorite. I also work with other divination tools. I am a channel and I am a shaman. So with that being said, I am going to pull 5 cards for Pisces. I'm getting a number 5. These are going to be tarot cards, and then we're going to go into some oracles. I have selected a special oracle deck that has not been used so far in these readings, I don't believe. So let's dive right in. So 5 cards for Pisces tarot, please. Pisces 2024, what should we know at this time? We have a Knight of Cups. You guys, this is your element, okay? This is the water element. So you are at home with the cups. This is the water element in tarot. Pisces is a water element, hence my greens for you guys. So we're looking at this noble conquest, it's like a journey that is motivated by your highest ideals. You're on a mission here, headed into 2024, Pisces. And you have the moral high ground. You really do. And it's not moralistic. It's not egotistic. You're not trying to, be better than everyone else or be more good than everyone else. That's not the theme at all. You really truly are driven by a vision that is greater than, things like, personal gain or even, equality or anything like that. You're driven by love. There is this passion there. There is this truly desire to truly change things. There is this looking for something that's been lost. Looking for love, but not necessarily looking for like a relationship. That's not really what I mean here. I'm not really talking about your relationships right now. Looking for like the spirit of your craft. I'm trying to kind of come up with an example of like, how does this make sense? If you were a musician, which a lot of my Pisces friends are extremely gifted musicians and also just very creative people, very gifted creative people. Let's say if you were a musician, which I've known, like I said, a lot of Pisces musicians, and I were to ask you, what are you, what's this quest about? You were to say something like, well, I've been hearing jazz for a lot of years. I've been playing jazz for a lot of years. But what I'm really trying to bring back is the spirit of jazz. Like, that's the kind of vibe that's coming through here right as we're getting into 2024, Pisces, is you're on the mission of finding like the true spirit of your passion. You're trying to bring back, that not just mastery, but this excellence, beyond excellence, this artistry. You're looking for something that's been lost. If you're an actor, okay, and I were to ask you, what is this mission about, Pisces? You would tell me like, I've been acting for a long time, and I've seen movies and I've seen the theater, and, I'm trying to bring back, this true acting, the spirit of true acting. I want to become one with the characters that I'm recreating on stage or on the screen. Like, you are after something that is, the true spirit of your pursuit. And you guys, I'm going to tell you something. You're onto it. To someone else, it might sound idealistic or like, oh, yeah, okay, good luck. Where are you going exactly? And are you driving? Like, how are you? What is this journey? Skeptics will be skeptics. Okay. I think you're onto something. I think this pursuit is really setting you apart from everyone else. And you're not even trying to compete with other people. You're not in competition with anyone. But it's really setting you apart. There's a level of excellence. There's a level of mastercraft. There's a level of you do it, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that is your pursuit, you bring something that has been lost to your craft. People notice it. You know, it's how you play, whether it's music, it's how you paint, it's how you dance, it's how you sing, it's how you write, it's how you express yourself. Like, the way that you do it, you've thought of the details so much that, you know, what people are seeing is the seamless experience of you. But what they don't realize is that every single detail is something that you care and consider carefully, and something that you work on meticulously. You're a master of your craft. And this pursuit of the spirit of the art, it shows that you're seeking it. You know, people may be worried about the technique, or people may be worried about what other people think. People may be worried about like praise, validation. You know, there's something about you guys. I'm getting like a visual. And this is not, obviously it's a metaphor, so it's not the exact same thing for everyone, but this is the spirit of what I'm trying to say. Is, let's say, you know, let's say you are a musician. Let's say you show up to play the concert, the gig, whatever it is. You show up and you were expecting a pretty large crowd, but there's only like 5 to 10 people there, you know, as opposed to maybe 50 that you thought would be there. You guys, someone else would like play like less. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's only 5 to 10 people. Who even are these people? You know, be a little disappointed. Maybe cut the program a little short. Maybe play the easier things that you weren't, you know, that you are, you know, that's not really what you were preparing, but that's what you always go to because it's easy. Like, kind of do it halfway, you know, half bake it. Just, you know, get through it, since it's not what you thought it would be. You're not like that at all. You know, there might be 5 to 10 people, there might be 3 people, there may be 1 person in the audience. And you're going to do the full show. Like, you have that commitment to your craft that is unconditional. It doesn't matter who showed up. It doesn't matter how many people. It doesn't matter whether you get the praise or whether, you know, there isn't much of a reaction. You bring your entire mastery, you bring your whole craft, you bring 100%, and you show up in it, and you do it with like full-heartedly every time, no matter what. And in this, you guys, you are already embodying the spirit of the art that you're seeking. You're already embodying the spirit of the craft that you think has been lost. No, you're bringing it back. Your excellence, your unconditional devotion to doing the absolute best and thinking of every detail and continually improving on your skills when it comes to your passion, when it comes to your art, the art of your pursuits, your excellence, your mastery. There is no one like you, because you aren't doing it for everyone. You're not doing it for other people. You are doing it for other people, but very selflessly. Not for other people to praise you, not for other people to validate you, but simply doing the absolute best you can each and every time. You don't care who's watching, whether it's 1 person, 10 people, 100 people. And it shows. You guys, this is pure stardom that you bring to the world. You bring this star quality, but it's not a star quality of like, look at me, I'm the loudest. It's not even look at me. It's you just start doing what you do, and people they stop. They look your way. They can't look away. And they're captivated by your gift. It's rare. And it's how you are immersed with this mastery that you bring. Your pursuit, your passion, it's how much of yourself you put in it. And it truly shows. Okay, you guys, let's get a second card here. I know we're getting 5. Let's get a second card. We have the Empress. It is reversed. Pisces. You need to... you know, I need my sip of water. You need to take better care of yourself. I don't like what I'm getting with this message, because it pains my heart to consider that this may be true. For some of you, you guys, you're in that starving artist archetype a little bit. Whether it's however it's manifesting. I don't like getting this message. I don't like feeling it. I don't like seeing it. I don't like delivering it. And I would definitely hate if you chose that path for too long for yourself, because you're meant to be well compensated and rewarded for the artistry that you bring. You're meant to be you're meant for a good life. You're meant to have a good life. You have to really believe that. I feel for some of you, there's this kind of shortchanging yourself energy. Like, you know, it doesn't matter what I get paid. I'm just in it for my passion, which is it's perfect. You know, the being in it for the passion. But you need to find ways to supplement your income if you aren't making enough from your passion. Okay, you need to ask, you need to get real with yourself. You need to demand that you are taken care of. Like that needs to be conversation within yourself. You can't be settling for getting by or for, you know, struggling. You have to decide for yourself, Pisces, that you're going to be well taken care of. However that manifests, whether it's supplementing your income or, you know, creating some opportunities that are a little bit more financially inclined for the purpose of supporting yourself, or getting, you know, getting some support from the outside, whether it's someone, you know, contributing to your well-being because they really appreciate your art and your creations, or it's, you know, getting some, you know, plugging into some resources that may be available for you, but you may also need to do some work to discover them, to find them. You need to choose for yourself that you're not going to accept any less than having your needs met, and having yourself taken care of. The starving artist archetype, it's very toxic. It's from previous centuries. And you know what? Guess who it doesn't benefit? The artist. Okay, yeah, you know, I have to bring this story up because it weighs heavily on my soul. And you know, my Pisces friends that I've met and have become close with throughout my journey, whether you guys identify as an artist or not, you are an artist. Like you everything about you is art. You know, the way you sense things, the way you perceive the world, and the contribution you make into this world, what you share, your perception, like what your creations end up being, what you bring to other people, what you see in other people, how you interact with this world. You know, this is absolutely necessary. Your role for us to be connected to something higher than just survival, okay? Than just, you know, get born, get by, and die. Like you shine light on the higher purpose of life, the spirit of art, this, like, what's really important, what's really beautiful, where is this love? I'm finding this love. Like, what is our higher purpose here? You guys bring a lot of that to humanity as a collective by simply embodying the energy that you bring to this planet, okay? And you struggling is you know, not only is it not necessary, but it's bad propaganda. You know, when we this example that I said weighs heavily on my heart is the one of Van Gogh, Vincent Van Gogh. You know, such a brilliant artist, by some consider the most brilliant artist that has ever lived. So gifted, so incredibly, just absolutely brilliant, genius. You know, you look at his paintings, you feel things. They are masterpieces. And what has become of him? He's a multi-billion-dollar industry, his name is. You know, I have a playing deck of cards that are Van Gogh themed. That they have some paintings on the back of them. You know, the signature Van Gogh on notebooks, on pens, on sketchbooks, the exhibitions all over the world, whether they bring real paintings or it's just digital displays. Like his name, his art, his paintings alone are just priceless. You know, if one is auctioned, the sums for which the painting would go are astronomical. Van Gogh is a multi-billion-dollar industry, okay? And what about that? Where does Van Gogh benefit from it? Does he get to see a penny of that? No, because he's dead. And you guys, you're here to be beautifully live. You're here to create, you're here to express, you're here to bring your magic to the world. But the more, if you're suffering, if you're barely making it by, what kind of magic is that? Like, what can you bring to the world? You're bringing your last, everything you got, but you have so much to give. But you can only give it if you are okay, if you're taken care of, if you're doing fine, right? So you guys, if you're not doing well, meaning you're not doing well financially, or you're not doing well in terms of how you take care of yourself, or your needs being met, or how well you are supported on your journey, this needs to be a focus for you in 2024. Don't settle for the starving artist archetype. It is very toxic, and it's not good. It's not good for you. You may still be able to bring your magic to the world, but it's the magic that's tortured out of you, and that's not good. You should be able to live your life and be happy and be healthy and be well. You should be able to be supported. You should be able to allow yourselves to allow and to choose for yourself, not to settle for this anymore. The circumstances are what they are. That's not what I'm talking about. Are you okay with that? If things aren't well, have you accepted that? Have you settled? Okay? Because if you settled, you need to unsettle. Okay? This isn't it. You can't accept the absolute minimum standard, and you shouldn't. And it's up to you. You have to make that decision. Again, circumstances are what they are. That's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on, do I settle for this? Do I accept this? Or do I say, no, I don't accept this. I demand more. Pisces, you have a choice here. As with all my readings, if a reading resonates, you have a choice whether to take it and act on it, or whether to ignore it. Here's the choice that's becoming available for you, Pisces, is the Ace of Pentacles. It is upright. Okay, if you make the choice that you're not going to settle for the starving artist archetype, and you're not going to settle for bare minimum, and you're not going to accept that, well, it is the way it is, because, I guess I'm creative, and I guess if I'm creative, I can be creative, but I can't be wealthy. If you don't accept that anymore, if you say enough is enough, I'm not settling, I'm not accepting the bare minimum, and I'm not choosing the starving archetype for myself, even if I am an artist, okay? I am choosing that my needs are met, that I'm supported, and that I'm doing well for myself, you guys. You're gonna have opportunities in 2024 that do open up, that yes, you may need to put some work in. Yes, you may need to really apply yourself to get them. Yes, you might need to have to go for it, but they will be available for you. And I'm talking about financial opportunities for financial advancement. They can have to do with your art, with your creations. They can have to do with a different profession, something that you do in order to support yourself. And they can do with receiving support from other people, okay, that just want to support you on your journey. There are people like that. There's many of people like that. And it's you accepting and receiving that kind of support. Opportunities are, hold on. The opportunities are becoming available in 2024, but you have to make a choice, okay? If you hear this and you say, well, I'm not really doing well, but I'm fine, and this is honestly okay, and I'm not really feeling like I'm open to receiving these opportunities, money is not that important for me. I'll be fine with what I got, and if I have less, I'll figure it out. You guys, this message then is not for you, because unless you choose that for yourself, these opportunities are not going to show up. These opportunities show up for the one who says, okay, I am choosing to go for more. I do not accept this. I want more. I do not settle for this. I want more. But if you settle and if you accept what you have, and if you even think that if it's going to be even less, then you're going to figure it out, then I'm sorry, this message isn't going to come about as much as I would love to see it come about for you. This is a matter of your choice and your choice entirely. Some may argue that this sounds bogus because, well, why is situation it is the way it is? If it's all about my choice, I told myself I'll be a millionaire, gazillionaire 10 years ago, and where am I? Where am I a millionaire? No, that's a choice you have to keep actively making. So these things, they do become available if you choose them for yourself. But if you settle, you are telling the universe that you're fine and you're not interested in anything more. Not only that, but choosing more takes some guts, because it's a decision that rejects the present situation, that says it is what it is, but I don't accept this. This is not my standard. This is not what I live as. This is not going to be my future. I'm not okay with it. I am asking for more. I'm not okay with being halfway supported. I'm not on board with bare minimum. I am done with it. I am asking for more. I am going for more. I am choosing more for myself. If you're ready to do that, it's available. And you will see a lot of new opportunities in 2024. And you will get what you ask for. But if you're basically, what you're saying is, well, it is what it is. It's fine. It's not the ideal, but it's fine. And, if it gets worse, I'll figure it out. Then that's not a choice that favors opportunities. That's not a choice that favors more. That's a choice that says it is what it is, and I accept it, and I'm settled. So if that's the case, then how are these opportunities going to come about? And why would they come about for you if you're not going to act on them, right? So I'll leave it there, Pisces. We have 2 more cards for Pisces from Tarot. We have the Queen of Cups. That is your water element. She's reversed. So there's a message for 2024 for my Pisces friends to channel your emotions into your creations more. I feel like you have quite a strong emotional subtext to going into 2024. You have some feelings that you probably have worked on. You've felt them, but they're still there and they're kind of lingering. So what I'm recommending is channel that into some of your creations, because you can really do some brilliant work that you will also find catharsis in. Like, you will find closure in turning your emotions, or channeling them rather, into meaningful creations. You will get a release. You will get this kind of understanding, like full circle moment. You will get the closure. You will get the peace that you desire. These unsettled emotions, it's not that you haven't processed them, it's that they're there to actually fuel your creations. And however you're receiving this message, I will remind you that some of the most brilliant artworks that we see in our human history come from pretty strong emotional background, and they are emotions channeled into art, which elevates the emotions into their higher state, which is expression art. So if you're feeling like there's some heavy emotional background, like I've done the work, I felt the feelings, why is it still there, why am I still feeling this? The message is, it's there for a higher purpose. It's not there to haunt you. It's there to be transmuted into something higher, like art. To maybe even, if it's some frustration, to be channeled into some forward movement. Like, yes, I'm feeling frustrated. You know what? I'm just going to go for it. If it's a little bit of a disappointment, then maybe it can help you battle fear. Like, yeah, you know what? I've been really let down by this situation. And you know what? This thing that I've been afraid of for a long time doing, I'm not anymore. Because you know what? what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be disappointed. Like, I can do it. I can deal with it. I'll just go for it. So whatever emotional subtext you have, Pisces, whatever the emotional background you're bringing into 2024, it's not about getting rid of these feelings. You've done the work on them. You're good. It's about creating something from them. It's about channeling them into a higher form, which is creation, expression, art, moves, decisions, new perspectives. Like, whatever the emotions you have, use them and channel them into what's next. And you're gonna not only close the cycle on them, not only come to a place of full circle completion, but you're going to have some really truly impressive works of art and creations on your hands that were a byproduct of these emotions. You know, it's going to be a body of work on its own. It's going to become something else. It's going to be transmuted, transformed. It's going to become something else. Something positive and beautiful and meaningful and masterful is going to be born from your emotions. So don't discard them. Don't dismiss them. Work with them. Channel them. Create from them. The final tarot card that we're going to have for Pisces today is the Temperance, another major arcana card, major life lessons, major points of initiation. Okay, Temperance reversed. So this goes back to creating from your wisdom, from your life experiences, from your emotions. You're struggling with blending, with making things kind of flow one into another. You may feel a little bit emotionally unbalanced. Okay. In 2024, throughout 2024, it's going to be very important for you, Pisces, to take the time to be with your feelings, to be with your emotions, to feel them, right? To let them move through you. When the water that we see here stagnates, it creates this kind of stale energy. It creates the stuck energy. In order not to get stuck with the emotional waves, you're going to have to kind of keep moving them, keep circulating them. So you're going to have to find time to be with your emotions and to let them run through you, course through you, to release them, or to transform and alchemize them into meaningful art, meaningful expression, some form of creation. Pisces, this may be a year for you where you get a lot of lessons. And I don't mean it like lessons, oh, something bad's going to happen. No, like, you're going to get a lot of wisdom from the lessons you've already completed before. Okay, you're going to have a lot of things kind of coming into perspective. Like, perhaps you wondered why a relationship ended, or perhaps you wondered why certain things were said or done by other people a long time ago. Perhaps you wondered why things didn't work out, or why they worked out a certain particular way. In 2024, you're going to see the final destination. You're going to see the end point to some of these lifelong questions, these possibly even situations that felt like they were incomplete or unsolved or undefined, or things left unsaid. You're going to have a lot of that come into perspective, the kind of full circle, and you're going to understand these things a lot better. You're going to get a lot of this wisdom that you've worked towards, that you've earned a while ago, that you've walked towards for a while now, and it's all going to come and kind of click into place, and you're going to see things for what they are, and get that hindsight wisdom as well. But you need to stay balanced. You need to make sure that your emotions have an outlet, that you're either channeling them into your creations, or you're keeping good emotional hygiene and making sure that you're feeling your feelings and releasing that emotional energy in a healthy way. You may want to find some support and just have some support available there, whether it's in the form of a coach, a life coach, a therapist, someone who is there to listen for you, someone who is there to consult you, just to have space for it. It's not that you need it, it's that maybe just to have an outlet for it, to have someone hold space for your emotional processes. What else here? Yeah, and making sure, you guys, that you're supported. Again, that message of being supported. If you're settling for minimum support, figuring everything out on your own, and you're overwhelmed, I don't like that for you, Pisces. It's just you're not meant to do it this way. It can be very heavy for you. You're very sensitive. You need support. It's not that you can't do without it, but if you're choosing not to be supported, that's a choice. I don't want to see you making this choice, but it's not up to me. It's yours, of course. But I want you to choose being supported. I want you to choose having your needs met. I want you to choose having more than enough for yourself, not just to get by, but to thrive. I really want that for you, Pisces, but you got to choose that for yourself, okay? And when it comes to matters of your emotions and feelings, it would really serve you to be supported in that realm, to have someone holding space for you, and this way in which you work with your emotional field and your process of creating from it, channeling your emotions into your creations, because it's so powerful. Okay, we're gonna pull a couple of oracle cards here for you. I chose the Archangel Oracle cards. Okay, this is a rare deck. It's out of production. The author is no longer making cards, or I think even using them at this time. So I love this deck very much. I've had it for many years. It's one of the first oracle decks that I actually got. So let's see what comes up for my Pisces friends. We have chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Okay, let's see 3 more. Getting very thirsty on this channeling session. All right, so the second card here for Pisces is Indigo and Crystal Children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Yeah, through your creations very much as well, and just through your energy. You really are very sensitive, Pisces. This is why I don't want to see you without support. I don't want you to see you choosing bare minimum for yourself. That's not for you. You're meant to be supported, okay? You are very sensitive. It's a tremendous gift. So let's see 2 more cards for Pisces here. We have the Counselor. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and your reassurance. And here's the thing, you are in that role towards other people, whether it's your profession or not. But this is dangerous because if you are not getting support yourself, if you're supporting other people and you're not being supported, then it all falls on you. And as sensitive as you are, that is very difficult for you to navigate. And it can sometimes deplete or completely drain you. So yes, you are an excellent counselor, which is why you should also be supported yourself, because you are supporting so many people. Okay, the last card here for Pisces is Gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. Okay, you guys, you have to choose to claim this. Once again, this is a choice. I really want you to make it. I want you to make a choice to be supported, to receive the gifts from God, to receive opportunities and blessings. But if you're making that choice, you cannot also be settling for bare minimum. Okay, Pisces. This is a little bit of a shorter reading. I just really feel that these messages that I just delivered are very powerful. They may be hard to hear, but I don't want to take away from them. I don't want to go into esoteric and the channeling too much here, because I feel like this is very important for some of you to hear. And I don't want to take away from it. And if it's hard to hear, it's okay for me. If you don't like my reading, I'm going to be just fine. But for those of you who needed to hear these messages, I want you to really consider them, because this is important. And I don't want to go into lighter messages or just kind of talking around in circles, because it might lighten up the reading, but I don't really see how that would serve you. Okay, so Pisces, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for listening. There is a way to hire me to be your personal psychic advisor in the year 2024. This offer, it consists of two different layers. The first one is us spending a day together in a retreat. There are 3 parts to this retreat. There is the divination aspect, where in a supported way, you're working with your own intuitive gifts to divine, or to use divination to access information that is there available to you to serve you at this time. So we kind of anchor in how you can practice this yourself. The second part is a shamanic medicine journey, where in the role of a shaman, I help you release and clear what no longer serves you, what you're ready to let go going into the new year. And then in the third and final part, I am channeling for you and you are receiving, and together we put together a blueprint for your 2024. Now, at the start of the lunar new year, I am going to be with you every moon cycle, of which there are 13 in a year. And we are going to be meeting every month and every moon cycle. And I'm going to be conducting a reading for you, offering coaching and mentorship and support. You get to choose the topics that we focus on that are more important to you at the time, or you get to say, I'm open to receive whatever is coming through. And then we just focus on what becomes available to us in our sessions. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. This offer, it's currently $1,999. The price is going up tomorrow to $2,400, and I will be promoting this offer throughout January. So again, if you have questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. I hope that it serves you. I'm wishing you the most beautiful and abundant and supported year 2024. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this reading. I'm sending you all my love, and I will see you very soon. Mwah. Bye.